Good afternoon, this is Tam Wendell with Bushcraftonfire, and we're down out here in the woods in our semi-permanent camp, and everybody has chosen different projects to do, and a group of us here have decided we want to build a wigwam style shelter. So what Do is doing is basically marking off a circle.
Alright, what we've done is we've taken and cleared out an area that we're going to put our shelter in. And what I've done right here in the center of our shelter is I've put a stick in the ground, and I've put a loose slip knot on the end of the stick down here. And I've taken about 5 feet of parachute cord and I've tied it on with another slip knot to the stick over here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go out here and stretch this tight. I'm going to put it on the ground and I'm going to scribe a circle using this stick. Okay, we've got our 10-foot circle scribe, because when you go around it will be 10 foot, 5 on either side, which makes 10 foot in diameter. And this is where we're going to put the outside logs of our shelter. And this stick acts kind of like a geometry compass that you use in school. Alright, now what we've done is we've got the 6 main frames up, and then we're going to go around and put more logs or sticks down and seal it off, seal off the openings, and cover it with a big pile of leaves so that no cold can get in or moisture.
How you doing, woman? We're just using some twine here to put some cross pieces on, and those cross pieces will then hold our upright sticks. Once we put those upright sticks in, then we're going to go ahead and cover this whole thing with debris. So we're getting in good shape and getting everything together. If you look around on the southeast side, you'll see that we left an opening. That's going to be where our doorway goes. So we'll be in good shape.
What you girls doing?
We're moving this log. It has some juice on the bottom.
All right, keep working.
You can see that we brought it over here. It was a little bit too long, so we had to cut it. And my dad is building a tent right here, a shelter. And so I'm putting this right by their shelter so that it'll look pretty. You can see that there's a rock stuck in it, and that makes it look even more cool.
That is neat.
That was just something I wanted to show you with a tree that we found, and we brought it over here.
Alright, we've got the main logs laid up here, and you can see it's a pretty good stack of logs. I'll show you inside in a minute. And all that we have to do now is start to put our debris. We've got to put a few more small things on here just to hold the debris in place. But we have already begun putting debris on the back side, so you can see that it's closed in pretty well. We're going to continue to add debris. And if you get these things just right, you're not going to have any kind of debris fall through there. So that's what we're working toward. Alright, Tam's out here gathering leaves. Being this is semi-primitive, she's using a semi-primitive rake. And the wind's blowing about 35-40 miles an hour today, so it's making our job kind of difficult. But we're going to keep working. See if you can see the shelter back there in the distance. There it is. So we're going to keep gathering and get up in there. Alright, the boys are bringing some of the leaves that Tam's been raking back. And they're going to take and throw them over the back side of the shelter. And a few minutes once we get this up there, we'll go ahead, take some pictures up close to the shelter and show you how many leaves are on there so far.
I noticed as I'm raking that I'm getting this year and last year's leave, the mulch in there, and I'll show you as I fluff it up here. That's going to make for a really nice, awesome warmth barrier. The small and the large mixed together, that'll really help keep the wind out. Alright guys, what are you doing?
What we're doing is adding an opening here, like a little portico, so that we can keep this thing where we get more leaves up on the top, and also have a little entryway to keep the wind out better. Alright, just about done with the entryway. What we got to do is lay some sticks up here. Once we get sticks on top and on the sides, we'll go ahead and continue with our leaves. You can see our leaf debris right now is about 1.5 feet thick on the front, maybe about 2.5 feet on the back. We've got to get quite a few more leaves on here, about double what we have. So we're going to keep working. We'll be back with you.
Well, we're inside the shelter here. It's looking pretty good. There's not a single air hole outside. Oh, there's Becca with her, or Rachel with her kite. Becca as well. They decided to use the bags we were collecting leaves with as kites. Nice, big and roomy. Well, good morning. We had quite an eventful evening last night. We had a thunderstorm move through Missouri with tornado warnings everywhere. And so we came out to look at our shelter, and to our amazement we found it bone dry inside, and our leaves that we worked so hard to gather yesterday are still on the outside. There's no moisture came through. It's bone dry here. And we had about 1.5 inches of rainfall with winds around 60 miles an hour. So it was quite an intense storm. So we're just thrilled to know our shelter is storm-proof. I'm here on the outside, and you can probably still hear the wind here in Missouri. But this is the pile the morning after the 60-mile-an-hour winds, and everything is still there. Very impressive.